Hi guys, in this episode of ATEEZ, I'm gonna be starting off my reaction to ATEEZ's Zero Fever Part 3 album. And the songs that I'm gonna be checking out in this video are going to be specifically Feeling Like I Do and Rocky, because I'm actually, like usual, I'm gonna be splitting up the reaction to the album into videos so I can actually write out the title of the video properly, because I can't put all 4 songs in the title otherwise. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this album. It's the most recent album of ATEEZ that I'm going to be reacting to, because I do know that they have released like another album that is like an epilogue album for the Zero Fever series. But as far as I know from that album, the songs are either some of the songs that they did on Kingdom, like the Rio Hung version, and Old the Joy the Ninth or something. And there's also Korean versions of what I assume were originally Japanese songs. So I don't really see anything interesting in those songs to check them out. But if you guys are interested in me reacting to at least the Korean versions of those songs, I would be much more interested in checking out the original Japanese releases of those songs, which I guess somehow has slipped my mind because I haven't seen those songs before. But it does say that these are Korean versions, so yeah, I don't know what's up with that. But still, I'm pretty excited to get into this album, hoping that I'm gonna get at least one out of the 4 B-sides be something that I would want to listen to all the time, because as good as ATEEZ is, despite the fact that I love them so much and they're like one of my favorite boy groups, not all of their B-sides are songs that I want to listen to all the time or I want to replay. On average, just like how I feel I have experience with Dreamcatcher, at least one of the songs per album outside of the title track will be something that I want to listen to, but the other ones I could take or leave, honestly, and more often than not I just leave them. They're not bad or anything, it's just not something that I want to listen to constantly, which is what I'm looking for in terms of the B-sides. But we'll see whether that's going to be the case. So far, I think in every single one of their albums, they've usually had like one song that is the title track and one song that feels like a title track. But I guess we already had that with this album, because there was Deja Vu, which was the title track, and there was Eternal Sunshine. So I'm curious if there's going to be another song out of the 4 actual B-sides, because if I remember, this was another case of the fans having to pick a title track. If I'm not confusing with some other album, but I think I'm not. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first song of this album, Feeling Like I Do, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, already kind of interesting instrumental. Well, I'm already liking the fact that Yeosang and Yuko are given much more to sing in these B-sides. Honestly, it's not so bad. I'm liking it. I don't think though that it has the replayability factor to it. So it's pretty good, but although I feel like it might actually end up growing on me, because I'm already kind of starting to be more into it. Hell yeah, Yosan getting lines, I love to see that. I love to see that. I really like the way Songha sounds in this part of the chorus, dude. Okay. This one was honestly better than I expected it to be, because just like with my Dreamcatcher reaction that I did before this video, I expect most of these songs to be kind of summery and very soft and not really hard-hitting or rap-heavy in any way, shape or form. I'm hoping that I would be wrong about this, because if I'm wrong, it means that we're gonna be getting some good songs that I really, really enjoy. But so far, with just the first song as a point of measurement, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case. That said, I actually kind of like this song. Like, it's not bad or anything, it's enjoyable, it's playful, it's summery. There's definitely parts of it that I actually genuinely really like the rap parts, especially Honjong's, and some parts of the chorus, especially Songhwa's, as well as the fact that Yoonho and Yosang actually get decent amount of lines compared to their lines in title tracks. But even then, I ultimately don't really think I'll be listening to this song ever. It doesn't feel like a title track, which is kind of what I'm looking for with these B-sides, which, again, I know that this might be a little bit of an oxymoron, but usually the songs in the B-sides that feel like title tracks are obviously the best, because they feel like title tracks. Yeah, still, in terms of rating for this song, I think I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10. It's enjoyable for what it is, but I'm still looking for something a little bit more hardcore, which maybe we'll get with the next song, maybe we won't, but let's get into the next one, called Rocky, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, maybe it is actually gonna be. Okay, this is the second album, the second song of which has been the song that I wanted to hear. The same happened with the Dreamcatcher album. This is what I wanted to hear. This is the kind of music that I enjoy, guys. Oh, I'm definitely listening to this one a second time. Oh, I get what the title for the song is referencing. It's referencing the fictional character of Rocky. That is cool. Man, I love Woo Young's voice so much. I gotta say, I debatably like this song more than the two title track songs of this album. Because I feel like it goes harder than both. I mean, it definitely goes harder than Eternal Sunshine, but debatably goes harder than Deja Vu. I love the vibe of this song, dude. It's not only hard-hitting, but it has these moments of, like, emotion that I really like. Okay, we're definitely playing this one. But I do want to, before I get into it a second time, I do want to talk about the sheer fucking coincidence of two groups for whom I had the exact same of expectations for their B-sides to end up having the song that I like out of the B-sides of that album in the same position. Because if you didn't check out my Dreamcatcher album reaction, for that one, I also expected the songs, most of the songs, to be kind of summery and kind of soft and not hard-hitting like what I want them to be. But in that one, just like in this one, the second song that I reacted to was the one that was hard-hitting and dark, and I love that. It's so interesting how in both cases the second song was the one that I wanted to hear. That is what I wanted to hear from them. And both songs are so good. They're both of them are definitely going to my playlist. I'll definitely be playing the shit out of these songs. I love both of them so much. But yeah, like I said for this song though, in relation to ATEEZ's music, I think this is debatably the best song of this album already. I don't think All About You or Not Too Late, which is going to be the two songs I'm going to be checking out in the next video, are going to be better than this. There's just no way. I don't expect that to be the case. But I think this is even better than the two songs with music videos from this album that we got. Like Eternal Sunshine is fine for what it is. Like I actually enjoyed it a lot. But from ATEEZ, because of their energy and their hype, I'm just looking for songs like this more. And I'm glad that they still release at least one song like that per album that I can really, really enjoy. Yeah, let's get into this one more time because I just want to enjoy it right now. In 3, 2, 1. Man, I feel like recently I've fallen in love more with B-side K-pop songs than title tracks. At least since my reaction to the Kingdom finale songs. Man, this one goes hard, dude. I think one of the reasons why maybe the same song, the same kind of song for both Dreamcatcher and ATEEZ ended up in the same location might have something to do with the fact that they kind of share producers for their songs. Because like there's the two producers, Lise and Olander, who work for Dreamcatcher, but they also work for ATEEZ as well. More so for Dreamcatcher, but they're also participating in ATEEZ as well. Oh man, I love this, dude. I genuinely think I love this more than the title track. Man, I would love to see a performance of this song. Man, is that your song singing? Whew, okay. This one was definitely a hell of an experience, and I can't wait to be done with the reactions for today and just sit down and listen to it, because it's so damn good. It's a great addition to my ATEEZ playlist. I'll be listening to it a lot. And this is what I want to hear from ATEEZ. Obviously, I don't want every song of theirs to be like this, because then it would make songs like this less special. But I'm glad that they still consistently release at least one song in their albums that appeals to me like this, you know? Be it in the title tracks or the B-sides, or in some cases, in both. But yeah, this is a really, really good song. In terms of a rating for this one, I feel like I could give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a really good song, and it's easily gonna be the best song out of this whole album, for sure. But I feel like after listening to it for a while, it's probably gonna go down to a more normal rating of a 9.6 out of 10. I've been trying recently to kind of measure my ratings more properly, because, like I said, I could easily give this one a 10 out of 10 based on how much I enjoy it. But usually after I listen to a song, even if I feel like it's a 10 out of 10 in the reaction, after a while I kind of get a gist of what the rating of the song actually is. Like, after I listen to a song, it might go down to like a actual 8.4 out of 10. And I feel like for this song, I sense that after I listen to it for a while and after it's being played out, it's probably going to go down to like a 9.6 out of 10. But it is a really good song, and I really, really like it. But I am hoping that for the final two songs, All About You and Not Too Late, it's not gonna go down the same road that it did for the Dreamcatcher album, where the songs were exactly what I expected them to be, and I didn't really enjoy them that much overall. But you'll find out in the next video. But I am curious to hear what you guys thought about Feeling Like I Do in Rocky, so comment it down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and our newest supporter, Sanchez. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, and I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. I also want to give a huge thanks to the 2 of you who have been supporting me for a while now, Deadpool and Omar Bridgman. Thank you very much for that, I really, really appreciate that especially. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly. Which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you, because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will.
And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair, and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!